Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited because we've got 4 new things to try today. We're going to see if they're any good, we're going to see if they work, and I'm going to transform myself from looking like this potato into hopefully a person that looks less like a potato. So the things that I'm going to be trying today, you'll probably have seen from the thumbnail, but we've got the new Makeup Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation, and this is in the shade F2. I have no idea if this is the right shade. Spoiler, it's usually not the right shade, so that's going to be fun when we apply that. I also have the Revolution Cherry Bake Loose Baking Powder, and I've not tried a baking powder that's slightly tinted pink before because I don't believe I've got a cool undertone. I could be wrong. And I've also got the Revolution Hydro Bubble Healthy Serum Primer Serum. It's got little balls in it, so it looked cute in my defence, so I wanted to try it. And I did also buy the new Plouise Lash Glue, and yes, it is pink. So we're going to give all these things a go and see what we think. Okay, so we're going to start out with the primer, obviously, and I'm just looking on the Revolution site, and this is $9.99. What does it say about this primer? Make your look last all day with the Hydro Bubble Primer, a skincare powered prepping product with pearlescent micro shimmer balls for the ultimate glowy base. Supercharged with hyaluronic acid, vegan collagen, vitamin E and niacinamide, this serum primer hybrid works hard to maintain healthy skin while the tacky base works to ensure your complexion products last longer. I like primers that are a little bit sticky. It sounds like it's got some hydration in it. I like the fact it's got niacinamide in it because my skin loves niacinamide. It's really good for tone and texture. So we're going to pop this on. My pump just came off. Look, we just want to test you out. There's no need to be afraid. Is this now going to work now that it broke? We'll see. Oh yes, it is working. It is working. I'm getting it everywhere. Okay, I think I might have got quite a lot, but I mean, it doesn't really smell like anything, so we'll just give this, I can't even actually see in my mirror. Don't worry, I will take my hair out at the end. It's super messy right now because I've slept on it for quite a number of nights because I do love me some braids, but we're going to take it out and just see how big and crazy it looks, so stick around for that. It feels nice and cooling on the skin. It doesn't feel thick, and yeah, that feels quite nice. We're going to see if it ends up being a little bit tacky. But going on, that feels super nice. And I'll just show you a close-up of the primer just because it's super cute, and I haven't, but look at this. That is super cute, come on. Okay, then we're going to go in with the foundation. Like I say, I don't know if it's going to be the right shade or not for me, but let's see what it says about it online. So on the Revolution site, this is $10.99, and what does it say? Soft as silk, light as air, powered by skincare. Revolution's first ever light to medium coverage loving serum foundation is here, enriched with hyaluronic and peptide complex to plump and hydrate your complexion. Available in 20 shades, this lightweight breathable foundation glides on for an undetectable, your skin but better feel. Apply sparingly for subtle coverage or build up for that second skin effect. Skin Silk is housed in a Lux glass bottle with a built-in pump for precision and greater control upon application. Perfect for all skin types, soft focus, radiant satin finish that blurs imperfections while letting your skin shine. Lightweight breathable formula for coverage without compromising the complexion. I am armed with a brush and a sponge. I don't know which is going to be the best way to apply it, but I am going to... This pump is okay, this one didn't come apart. I'm going to pump some out onto just a little palette and... Okay, quite liquidy, we shall see. I'm going to apply one side with the brush, one side with the sponge, so I'm going to start out with the brush side first on this side. I don't think the colour match is going to be bad considering it is a lightweight foundation as well. Perfect for summer when you don't want a full cake face. And I am 35, I live in the UK, so if you know that climate, it's not particularly humid. I mean, it is for about 2 weeks of the year in summer. But it's quite cool here. I prefer a matte finish foundation. Even though I have dry skin, I just feel like it's more flattering, especially towards the more crepey, wrinkly looking parts of my skin. That's just what I prefer. So please do bear those things in mind when I do review this foundation, because if you like a luminous glowy foundation, we don't have the same preferences. If you're a different age to me, different skin type, all that type of thing makes a difference. So I look a bit crazed, but that actually looks quite nice going on. It does definitely look a little bit luminous. Do I need to zoom you in? Yeah, that looks really nice. Wow, okay. I was expecting to not like it so much because, like I say, I like a matte foundation or something that leans a little bit more matte, and this is definitely not that, but so far that is looking really nice going on with the brush. I like that a lot. And the colour match again, not bad, not bad. I'm going to go in the other side with a sponge, see what difference that makes. But just for reference, my favourite foundation of all time that I have tried is the NARS Soft Matte, which again, yes, it's a matte. I like it because it's a soft matte, it's not super drying for my dry skin, and I just feel like it wears really well all day, it doesn't settle into lines, and it just looks good, although that is more of a full coverage foundation, because I do quite like that effect when I'm putting makeup on. Yeah, there's definitely less coverage with the sponge, which is normal because it does soak up a bit of the product into the sponge. I think I actually prefer the side I applied it with the brush. Who am I actually liking brush application for foundation? Yeah, looking at that, I feel like I need to go in with the brush. And of course, I'm not going to be the person that's testing it sparingly. Because if I'm putting foundation on and going to the effort, I want some coverage, do you know? Just please bear with my foundation lips. I will cover them soon. Although I really like the way it is applied, the areas of my face that are quite dry is my forehead and my nose, and looking closer at those areas, it's looking a little on the dry side and a little bit cakey around the nose area. But I'm going to apply the powder because I cannot stand a tacky face, which is why I like a matte foundation in general, and this one, it's a little bit tackier than I would like, so I'm definitely going to be setting it. I'm not sure, is this just for under eye, the pink? Like, I use translucent powders in general that I can use everywhere, so we'll start off under the eyes and see what this is going to do for me. Oh my goodness! How cute is that? I'm sorry. That is adorable. Oh. And it's even got a little love heart. Can you see in there? That is super cute. And it smells quite nice. So I am just going to quickly apply some concealer under my eyes so that we can set it and test out that powder. Whilst I look a little bit crazy with my concealer sitting on my skin for a moment, this powder retails for £5.99. Get ready for the Cherry Bake, the sweetest setting powder you'll ever see. A cherry pink finely milled powder, ideal for setting or touching up for a long-lasting base. Cherry Bake comes with the cutest, yes, heart-shaped powder puff with bubblegum pink ribbon handle, perfect for fitting into the contours of your face for smooth and precise application. It does say focus on the areas around your eyes, nose and mouth. Okay, so before we set, this is what we are looking like, and I'm going to go in with the tiniest, cutest little powder puff ever. Oh, that is so adorable. Like, I can't cope. It's a tiny, tiny little love heart. Yeah, that is definitely giving me the tiniest little bit of a pinky tinge, which I'm not used to because I don't use this pink powder. I didn't get on the trend with all of that. I know people really, really liked it, but I don't think that's bad. It's definitely not the worst under eye powder I've ever tried at all. I'm just going to do a little bit around my nose, then I will use a slightly bigger puff to set some of the rest of my face because otherwise we'll be here all day, and like I said, don't like to be tacky, and I am a little bit tacky, so let's just see what happens if I put this everywhere. I mean, people are probably screaming at me right now like, Kerry, you don't put it all over your face. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We have a slight issue. You know, I said it was looking a little bit dry on my forehead and nose. It's still looking quite dry on my forehead and nose. Now, although it does a little bit in general, this is a little bit more than what I'm used to, but I'm hoping by the time I've used setting spray, that will have helped some, but I don't know if you can see what I mean. It's looking quite dry right now, so I'm excited to put the rest of my base on and then give it a spritz, and then I'll show you what it's looking like then. And then of course, when everything's done, I will take you downstairs into some natural light and show you how it's looking without all the ring lights and everything in front of me. So I've got the rest of my base products on and I just need to put some lashes on. So I've dug out the Wispy Workshop lashes by Plouise. I think these was in the advent calendar and you can't actually buy them, but they're just the lashes that I grabbed so I can test out the lash glue and the tweezers. I think I got this off the TikTok shop, and I believe for the both of the products, I think it's £11. Now the lash glue that I normally use is the velour lash glue, and it's a little bit more of a pricey one, but I've been really enjoying it for the years that I've been using it. So I'm excited to try a new lash glue and definitely have some new tweezery things, because yeah, the ones I've got are not the best for applying lashes, and we all struggle applying lashes. There is nobody that doesn't ever struggle. They look super cute and a really nice shape to apply the lashes with, and the packaging of this is really nice as well, and the fact that the glue actually is going to come out pink but dry down clear, that's also quite interesting, a little bit different. Now let's undo this and paste the glue onto the lashes and hope for the best. Now I do struggle to put lashes on, I'm not gonna lie guys. It's not an easy thing for me to do. I will say this applicator, just trying to paste it on the lashes right now, doesn't take out as much product as the velour one that I'm used to. So I am having to keep going back in with this applicator rather than having just... That smells awful. It smells... Ugh. That's a bit like PVA glue. Oh, that's not a nice scent. I mean, I have got the lash right under my nose, and that is not a nice smelling lash glue, and I've never noticed that before with my other glue. So, I mean, it's a shame. I mean, it's really nice packaging, and it's pink lash glue, but I mean, I think that could work on the smell, because that's not pleasant. And I'm going to see what I think to these. Like, how are we doing it? This way? I'm imagining this way. And with the velour lash glue, you don't kind of have to wait, and now I'm thinking maybe I need to wait a few minutes. I really recommend the velour lash glue if you haven't tried it. It's fantastic. Hold on, like, don't judge me. Mine's a state because it's been used a lot. How much is in this? 10ml, and how much is in the Plouise one? 6ml, okay. So you are getting more product in this. The applicator, a lot more glue does come out, and you can more or less stick the lashes on straight away without having to wait a minute and wave them around and blow on them. So, I mean, that's why it's my favourite lash glue. So we're going to see how this compares. So far, it's not too bad apart from the smell. Okay, sticking those on, I mean, like I say, I struggle, it's not the easiest. I really like this applicator. I've not had one like this before. I mean, they're probably 10 a penny and people love them, but I really like this applicator. I found it a little bit easier to place the lash. The actual glue itself, when I was putting glue on this lash, which was the second one I applied, more product did come out on the applicator that time. So it could have just been because it was brand new with the first lash that product didn't come out as quickly. I can still feel that this is actually quite tacky, and my eyes are wanting to kind of stick together a bit, so obviously that needs a little bit more time to dry. Also with the second eye, I did apply the lash like I would with my velour as soon as I put it on the lash band and I put it straight on, and I didn't have a problem. Which some lash glues, you know, it's just sliding around all over the place, but that actually wasn't too bad. The only difference I'm feeling now is with the velour, it does dry down a lot quicker because, like I say, as I'm blinking, I can feel my eyes wanting to stick together. So I think that needs a little bit of time just to dry down, but that's first impression's not too bad. I don't know if it's going to overtake my velour, but I mean, they're stuck on. Definitely sticky glue, which... You see, it's wanting to stick. Okay. Let me just wait for a moment for this to dry. Okay, I think I'm a little bit more dry now. I would recommend, if you're going to be using this glue, to wait like you would with any other normal glue. I am just a little bit spoiled because I've been using the velour one, and you don't really need to wait. You can pop the lash straight on and you're not sticking your eyes together at that point. So for that reason, and because I'm impatient, I do prefer the velour, and it doesn't smell super strong. This one doesn't have the best smell. It does smell a little bit like PVA glue. The applicator was okay. I like the fact that it's pink. It's a nice one. I think a lot of people are really, really going to like this, but I think if you've tried the velour, I'm not sure if you're going to prefer this one. The applicator was really, really good though. I'm not mad that I've got it. I will definitely keep using the glue, but like I say, maybe when I've got a little bit more time to stick lashes on, like not before work or something, like when I'm in a rush. If I was in a rush, I'd be using the velour. So before we jump downstairs and show you a close-up of my skin, I am just going to talk to you about the primer. First impressions, it's difficult to tell. Obviously I need to test this out quite a bit more, but it did feel hydrating on the skin when I was applying it and cooling. It was a little bit tacky. However, was it the most moisturising because of how dry my skin is now looking in areas? I'm not sure. So like I say, I will test this out a lot more. I do like to try new primers. I think it's super cute, the packaging and all the little bubbles inside. But yeah, I need to definitely test this out some more. The powder, the cherry bake powder with the cute little puff. My under eyes look really good. Like, they never look amazing. I'm just shocked at how nice my under eyes look compared to normal when I powdered under there actually. Looking at them, yes, there's still lines there. It's not going to erase the lines that are under your eyes or anything like that. But actually the way that it's set under there, it just looks fairly natural. It doesn't look like it's caked it up or made it look like that there's a lot of makeup under there or anything. It actually, I feel, does what it says, and it is a really nice powder so far. Like, I didn't know if I was going to like this at all, but so far that's a hit. So I'm just going to show you a close-up in here first. My forehead, as you can see, is looking rather dry, as is my nose. So like I say, I'm going to go and try and find some natural light, show you downstairs, hopefully be able to see what I'm talking about a little bit better, but it had so much potential. When I first applied it, it did look skin-like and it looked beautiful, but it is a little bit serumy, and if you don't like that texture, you might not like this foundation. Of course I need to try this out so many more times. Like, this is just a first impression. It might not have even liked the primer from the same brand that I put it on top of. Who knows? I will test it out lots of different ways, but let's go and find some natural light.
You're gone now, will you call me back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places.
So guys, I've had this on now for about, hold on, what time did I put it on? I've had this on for about 6 hours, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to take it off now just because I'm not feeling that great and I want to have a bath and just get my pyjamas on, to be quite honest. But let's discuss how it's looking now. Hopefully you will have seen with the close-ups with the natural lighting what it's looking like. I mean, it still does look a little bit dry in places on my forehead and my nose, and it does look a little bit cakey around the top area of my mouth. A little bit cakey around the sides of the nose as well. It hasn't necessarily sunk into lines super bad. I just think the overall texture of it sitting on my skin, it is leaning a little dry. And I don't think this is the type of foundation that I could use without powder, just because of my preference of not wanting it to feel sticky. So I think I would always have to powder it down because before that it was sticky. So do bear that in mind. I think the colour match is pretty good for me, to be honest. I'm not super mad at that. I've had a lot worse. And I think I did build it up to be a coverage that I enjoy. Obviously you can use a lot less products if you want it more skin-like, especially in the summer and you don't want to cake it on, but I'd say I used a good amount and it is definitely covered blemishes and covered everything that I wanted it to cover. And it claimed it feels lightweight. I would say it feels fairly lightweight, to be honest. I don't think that that is a lie. I think that claim is pretty true for me, to be honest. But yeah, just from that first impressions around my forehead and my nose, like my NARS Soft Matte does not cling to dry patches and show as obviously as this one does. Now, it's not as bad and dry looking as the foundation that I reviewed recently, which was the Laura Mercier one. I do have that. I'll try and remember to link it somewhere for you if you haven't checked that one out. That one made me look a lot drier than this one, but I'm definitely going to use it again with different primers. I'm going to use it with I want to say without powder, but I don't know if I can stick to that one. But yeah, I'll definitely be using it a lot more so that I can come back and give you my final thoughts. But yeah, first impressions, I actually think it's quite a nice foundation, but I think if you've got dry skin and dry patches, I'm not sure how you're going to feel about it. The primer, like I say, super cute, but I need to use it some more. Obviously the foundation went on really nice. Is it that hydrating? And again, I will use the primer some more and get back to you and let you know my thoughts on that. Now the eyelash glue. The eyelashes have stayed on. Let's just see. I'd say that's pretty good glue. That eyelash is not going anywhere. It did take a little longer to dry down than my velour lash glue, but if you're used to waiting a minute or two for your lash glue to dry down, I think this is going to be exactly the same as what you're used to. I like the fact it comes out pink. The applicator is okay. It does disperse the product, especially when I used it on the second lash. Maybe the first one it was just getting a bit warmed up, but it's not a bad lash glue. But do bear in mind, don't put it near your nose because it does smell a little bit. But I have to say my favourite thing that I've tried in this video is the cherry bake powder, which, to be honest guys, I don't know why I bought into this and wanted to try it. I was just picking up some new bits and thought I'll give it a go. I didn't have a pink powder. I actually really like this, and still my under eyes aren't that bad. Usually by now it would have broken up a little bit and looked a little bit worse for wear, shall we say. But actually I'm really impressed with this, so I'll definitely be keeping using this. I think I'm going to save this just as an under eye powder because there's not a lot of product in it. How much product is actually in it? It says 3.2 grams and 18 mil. I'll just show you this just in case you wanna see what's on the bottom. But actually, yeah, I really like this, and I think it's a fantastic under eye powder from first impression. So that is what my favourite product was today. And I will say the product that I enjoyed the least was probably the foundation, just because of the drier patches. If it hadn't have been for the drier patches and the little bit of cakiness, I would have been raving about this. But like I say, I'm gonna try it some more. I'll come back to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna jump off and go and get a bath. I'm also gonna leave my socials down below, my YouTube membership and my Patreon group. And now we have a Discord. If you join my Patreon group, you can also join the Discord if that's something you are interested in. And hopefully guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.